Well, good morning, guys, and welcome to the show, Fernando.
Welcome to the show, guys.
So the other day, Fernando and I were going for the website,
MorelHiFi.com,
because we had just gotten in the brand new BMW speakers. These guys right here. And while we were on the website that you can find going through products, integration, and then we saw this, Universal, and Fernando was like,
what?
We clicked on it, and what showed up is this IP UNI82. And we were both kind of like, we'd never heard of this because our contact at Morel hadn't said anything about it. And yeah. And as we scrolled up, we saw this cool speaker over here, but this chunk of words were pretty neat. And it reads, the IP UNI82 is a two-way universal component system built to deliver the articulation, dynamic, and natural sound Morel is known for. Featuring a pair of ultra-slim 8-inch 200mm woofers, this system is compact and powerful, making it possible to enhance the performance of your audio system without major modifications. Universal is the key factor with all Morel integration performance systems. Our engineers design each system with this in mind, keeping woofer dimensions tidy without sacrificing performance and featuring compact high-performance tweeters and inline crossovers to simplify installation. Best of all, the integration system can be powered with factory power or aftermarket amplification. And we were both like, what is this? So I grabbed my phone and I immediately called our Morel contact. Some of you might know him, Casey or Natasha. Anyways, we called them and we're like, hey man, slow down, Dean, as I often get told. Relax. It went up before it was supposed to. And I was like, Fernando goes, well, that is no longer. Today we're going to take a look at the new IP UNI82 Integration Performance 8.5-inch slim two-way component system from Morel. That's right, we have them here. We're gonna take a look at them. As always, when we get a new product in, we kind of like to spec out what the box has to say. Flipping it up, basically, you know, the model number as we just read. Looking on the right side and the left side, there's nothing there. And the back is just, well, black. That means we can hop right into opening them up. On the top, we have the owner's manual, which we'll come back to because no one really wants to look at a piece of paper. They want to get to the good stuff. Morel does an awesome job of packaging this, even though you can't tell, this is felt. There's foam on the backside, but this is velvety felt, and it feels so wonderful. And it just adds that touch to what you're getting. Immediately see these two copper colored thingies here in the box. Pull the foam out of the way, and it exposes everything else. Now I know you want to see this, but we're going to save these for last and take a look at whatever else comes in the box. The first thing up is the tweeters. This is using Morel's MT25 tweeter. This is a 25mm soft dome, 90 watts at 4 ohms. Has a removable grill with their cool tri-axis cover here, so you don't have to worry about accidentally damaging the tweeter. For mounting, we have the angled cup that can be mounted standing up like this or down like that. And then we have the flush mount bucket. For the buckets, it has the metal backings for them to lock it into place along with the screws. And then each tweeter comes with this capacitor here, and on the capacitor it says Morel MX80TH tweeter high pass crossover. So there's no mistaking that it is for this tweeter here. Also in the box is this guy here. This is the Morel MX80WF-LP woofer low pass crossover. Both of these come with about 3 feet of wire attached to them, so there's plenty of wire to mount it wherever you need to. Now don't put it in the back of the door where it's going to get wet. Make sure you put it in a dry location. There's also a bag of speaker terminals. And with that stuff out of the way, that brings us up to this guy here. Flipping over onto the back, we can see this is the IP-UNI8MW, or mid-woofer. It's an 8-inch saddle mount woofer. Power handling is located right here on the back, easy to see. 100 watts RMS, 200 watts peak, with 92 dBs of efficiency at 4 ohms. Now, if you're going, what the heck? Look how shallow that is. Where's the big magnet off of the back? Well, this is the Neo magnet located up inside of here. It says really nice on unleash the music, Morel logo. And if you can't see it, but when you get one of these, you can see the voice coil kind of, there it is. You can see the copper right there. We have the rubber surround, goes all the way out to the edge. This is an aluminum basket. It's got to be because it needs to be super rigid. This is a big cone. And the idea behind this is so that it will in fact go into a lot of factory applications. But before we talk about that, let's go back to the owner's manual. Inside the owner's manual, get a cool Morel sticker, and then a very, for the most part, simple owner's manual. It's just one page. Goes over all the stuff that is in the box for both the woofer and the tweeter. Gives you your mounting hole, if you're gonna have to cut a hole into it. Gives you a basic idea how to bi-amp connect these. And now you say, wait, what? These crossovers are two pieces. So you could put an amplifier's channel 1 and 2 and an amplifier's channel 3 and 4 on these and run it as a bi-amped set. Or if you don't want to do that, you can still just take 2 channels of an amplifier and power the whole system. They give you a breakdown of how to mount the tweeter. And then on the back, in typical Morel fashion, they have all the parameters of the speakers for you. And the one that everyone always asks about is this one down here on the very bottom. And this is talking about the crossovers and the crossover points, because Morel gives you those. MX80T, or tweeter crossover, crosses the tweeter over at 2700 Hertz at 6 dB. And that's one of the reasons why this tweeter works so well in this application, because you have an 8-inch. Tweeter to an 8-inch that's a big gap, but this tweeter plays down super low, which is gonna help these two blend together and sound super nice. Then the MX80WF rolls off at 5000 at 6 dB. But coming back into the specifications, talks about the magnets, a neodymium double magnet, treated paper composite cone. It does kind of look like cloth though. They're both 4 ohm. The tweeter has a power handling of 90 watts. The mid bass has a power handling of 100 watts. The sensitivity, as we said on the back here, that tells you it's 92 on the tweeter is actually 91.5. So these two are matched up pretty well. And if you're interested in learning the rest of this, you can go to morelhifi.com and all these specifications are there as a downloadable PDF if you'd like. This is a universal application. Morel has big plans for this. Right now though, we just have this and we have this. But in the future, they are gonna have brackets. But today, we're gonna kind of fast forward a little bit. Because we have a really cool set of tools, we figured we should take some of our templates and figure out if these speakers will fit in what applications. Since we've already mocked a lot of these things up, hey, why not make a couple of the most popular and see if this speaker's gonna fit into it. For example, like a Toyota, which you can see here, we have our template already made. This is one of the more popular Toyota brackets. You can make this by copying the factory speaker, so you don't actually need this template. That's how we made it, is copying the factory speaker, router it out, take your hole, line it up. In the end, you'll end up with this guy here, which this guy will simply pop into, and now I can put this into the door of most Toyotas, trucks, and cars. Fits in rather nice, goes right to the edge. I mean, this was made for an 8-inch. This is a perfect fit. Next up is the Chevy truck. The Chevy truck comes with a 6x9 that's mounted vertically. This is a little narrower. However, there's plenty of room to the left and right to fit an 8-inch into it, just like this. So now we have this we know will fit into a Chevy. And then last, and definitely the most popular, is the F-150. F-250 and the Ford with the 6x9 in the front, which is a lot of the cars. Uses the standard Ford bracket, and we've easily got that to snug right in there. There's even room about 1/4 inch on the left or the right, so this can go right into place. And as you can see how shallow that is, we won't have to worry about bringing this out of the door because of the window racks in the back. These brackets, we made them all at a 1/2 inch just to give you an idea of what this would look like going in. So there's 3 of the most popular cars on the road, and the one that is missing is Dodge. We know that because Dodge does use a 6x9, and well, it's probably not going to fit in that particular truck. The rest, well, here you go. Well, there you have it, guys. The first look unboxing of the new Morel Universal IP-UNI82 8-inch super slim two-way system that, well, this is gonna make big waves for Morel moving forward. I can't wait to see what they do with this, so stay tuned. Of course, as new pieces and adapters and stuff like that become available, we'll talk about them and show them to you. Fernando, if you please.
On to the next one, guys.
You guys have a great night as always. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later next time.
Bye.
Bye.